Thanks. Well, good afternoon, colleagues, and thanks for joining in this afternoon. I was hoping to connect to my other gadget. I'll just work from the phone. Thanks for coming through. This is our Sunday session. It's the 14th today of June 2026. Welcome one and all from our colleagues in Eswatini, SA, Zim, and elsewhere. Others are gonna catch up with us as we move right along. I thought today let's just have a bit of a not so long session, because we want to just go quickly over the program of what's gonna be happening in the next week and a half. We have got a conference coming. Well, firstly, congratulations to those who have been part of the marathon, whether watching or running, but I don't think the runners would have had enough stamina to join us in this session. I know some of our members are very active in sports. I've seen others, and again, we want to extend our condolences to one of our members who passed today. As some of you may know, ubaba odlulile emhlabeni kade ngibafonela ubaba uBheka Dlamini, a very, very active old man. We are really sorry that to the family that they had to lose him. So today's session is not really going to be long. I thought let's just focus ezintweni ezimbalwa that I felt are important, and maybe engage with some of you in case ninama issues in Fishua Razor. But two things, ama sessions were tested now during the week. There were two. One of them was a session on a jobs fund. I hope those who attended were able to really understand fully what the jobs fund requirements are, because there's lots of money there, and generally people fail to understand how to access it. So, and both those speeches, both for the jobs fund as well as Leye at the KZN Agribusiness Development Agency, which presented the next day, Friday, are now available on Amandla Omnotho TV on YouTube. You can just go there. You'll see they've just been uploaded. Listen to those presentations very attentively, and so that you can understand once again what is needed, because Giavalwa in the next 2 weeks. We've got until the 30th, and that is very important for us to go and listen in and do applications as well as collaborate. Maybe I just thought, because yes, since those two sessions, I've been having lots of conversations with some of you as entrepreneurs, asking, Guti, Konje, really, how do you apply, etc., etc. But the presentations are very clear. I don't even need to reinvent the presentation and start presenting, because we had invited abantu who deal with that from those respective departments. But what I can say to encourage you, because when I was talking to some of you like this morning, I said, when you are putting up an application for anything, when you are talking funding, that's a project on its own to put up an application. You've got to go through that hurdle of making sure that your compliance is tip-tops. You understand what the requirements of that particular institutions are. Basic legislative, normal requirements, registration requirements of having a company registered. You must understand that with Jobs Fund, they don't need just a new company. It must have a few years in existence. It must be a company, for instance, in AMA financials, preferably an NPO, NPC. You can use that to apply. Norma, I'm going to try and bring it closer to my mouth. Yeah, that's why I wanted to use the other gadget, but I'll bring it closer to my mouth. Thanks for letting me know. Norma, EPTY, again, all of those things, tax compliance, tax clearance, very, very important. Don't take those things for granted. Put those things, you'd rather have someone who's going to help you package that. Unfortunately, those would be consultants. How you negotiate with them, it's up to you. Or who's going to help you package that document and fill it in. And that's where a lot of people miss it and they lose because, because they don't have time and patience to sit down, follow through those application forms and what the requirements are. I think that's very important. Here on this platform, I know maybe some of you may just come in to advise others as to what do they need to do, because there's CAs here, you've got other business development specialists, etc. Please, this is the chance maybe to advise fellow entrepreneurs, fellow colleagues as to what needs to be done. And if you've got an offering, you want to raise your hand and say, I can assist and negotiate with somebody else. Negotiate with that person and say, I can be in a position to assist you. Then you can have your own terms as to how do you want to work together. So I felt it's very important for me to encourage you around this, because even the Jobs Fund, even the ITC, even the CETFA, even the NEF, even the ITALA, which we are still going to bring, by the way, all those institutions, they require you to adhere to a basic minimum requirements and understand what exactly they want, because many people fail the test right there. This thing is like tenders. If you have submitting a tender, good basic tick box, issues. Take a first good. You've got a company, it's registered, it's not deregistered. It's a company that is legit. You've got a bank account, you've got a tax clearance certificate. All of those things, they become very important as you begin to fill up those forms, etc. Please, I thought let's share this. Maybe anybody else who would like to say something. This is your chance maybe to encourage or help abanye abantu, help other people. What exactly do they need to do? Right? I hope you can hear me. Yes, music. There's no music. So anybody else, some of you are accountants and business developers, please, this is an opportunity. It's an open session. Let's talk. Yeah, before I move to the next session, I need you to add and say something around this, etc., etc. Colleagues? Okay. If Engeko, that's fine. But Mongani, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Bradley, go ahead. Okay, Bradley and Kelly. Unmute Bradley.
Sunboy. Yebo.
You're welcome, Bradley. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, network yami ngathi inokuthi ingabe inhle kahle kunomsebenzi engane. Ngizama indawo engathi soft ingokhumeka kahle. Kuqala ukuthi even though mina into yangi-interesta kakhulu, angani mangakhuluma.
Yeah, khuluma mfowethu, khuluma mfowethu.
Into engiyibonile ngiye ngibuke lezi moto zase-China ifikayo. kufaka upetrol abantu kukhona amagaraji manje into engicabangayo umuntu angenza kanjani imali mangase kuthiwe mhlawumbe sifuna ukungena kulo mkhakha bangana noma indawo yokucharge noma yini ngoba ekisagcine sei-electric noma abufwawo kanjani kodwa mhlawumbe if ikhona into mhlawumbe umuntu oyazi yethi mhlawumbe ukuthi imoto zibe ma-charger noma la izofika i-charge khona mhlawumbe umuntu ayi-travela kade noma njengama-garage petrol nje into enjalo noma ilawa vele akhona lo mkhakha njengoba vele into kuhle ukungena kuse-early izinto ngifuna nje ukuyibeka leyo nto lapho bese mayelana nalokho mina interest yami lapho yabonga kwamanje.
Okay, siyabonga Brett, mhlawumbe khona ongakwazi uku-answerisha lapho. All I can say mhlawumbe from my side ukuthi before ngidedela uceli the EVs, electrical vehicles, their future. We already see kuma malls, kunama charging stations, and already if you drive kuma highways like from Durban to Johannesburg, you've got some places which are now designated as indawo yokucharger imoto as the electric. So in future, I think in the next 10 years, I don't have stats right now with me, but in the next 10 years, I think over half of South African cars will be EVs or at least hybrids. So, but in other countries, it's even moving even faster. So I think Leonto ibalulekile kakhulu to research if you're an entrepreneur on your end to say where are opportunities and how do you participate to the value chain. I think that's very important. Maybe anybody else who can weigh in and advise ukuthi kufanele wenze kanjani, that is even welcome. But mhlawumbe ke ngiyeceli sizwe ukuthi uthini Madlokovu.
Ngiyabonga Nkosi, ngibingelela nonke entrepreneurs. No, baba Nkosi mfowethu, ngifisa ukungenelela la kakhulu kulama session esibe nawo during the week. La obeku-presenta khona bakwa Jobs Fund and u-ADA. So bengizofisa nje ukuthi mhlawumbe mfowethu ngisize ama-entrepreneurs ukuthi if maybe they want to be part of these programs or lama call for funding, they need to make sure ukuthi mhlawumbe all their documents abanawo they are scanned document ngoba sometimes uthola ukuthi i-system ikhahlela usuphakathi, uthola ukuthi if ungayi-edanga into ethile ayikwazi ukuvumela ukuthi uqhubekele phambili. So bengiya-advise ama-entrepreneurs ukuthi laba bane-interest ukuthi mhlawumbe bakwazi ukufaka iy'celo zoxhaso, although noma lingeza ukwenzeka mhlawumbe manje ukuthi mhlawumbe babukela into yonyaka ozayo, kodwa kuhle ukuthi bazilungiselele bawaskene nje wonke ama-documents akhona abe ama-PDF, then so that uma befika ilokhuzana ekugcineni la kufanele ba-uploade khona information bangabi nazo iy'nkinga zokuthi mhlawumbe kufanele ba-uploade information. Fortunately u-ADA bengimphusha kakhulu ukuthi mhlawumbe i-system ngoba ibiqala kulo nyaka, kodwa-ke kube yinhlahla ukuthi ithema ivula ngasheshe ngangena ngawathola ama-problems. Thanks a lot nje to Mr. Hussein ukuthi mhlawumbe mfowethu akwazi ukuthi alekelele ofishe kusizakala ama-SMMs amaningi ukuthi akwazi ukuthi abe aseyongena mhlawumbe sekuthanda ukuthi uba layithanyana ukuthi mhlawumbe ba-ede information yakho. Okwesibili mhlawumbe bengingafisa ukugcizelela kuma-SMMs, ake sibuke le operation Buyele Ekhaya ku-rural development ukuthi mhlawumbe ngokwama-district if mhlawumbe singaphusha le ye-DDM, District Development Model, ama-SMMs sizama ukwakha lento okuthiwa yini i-value chain within ourselves ukuze sikwazi ukuthi sonke sidingane, sikwazi ukusebenzisana kuyo yonke into esiyenzayo. Let me make an example like nje kuyi-poultry. Into eyinkinga kakhulu kuyi-poultry uthola ukuthi i-feed iyona into eyinkinga kakhulu, but uthola ukuthi emakhaya sinawo amasimu esingakwazi ukuthi silime, sinawo ama-SMMs understand ama-ingredients e-feed officially la ukuthi mhlambe sifisa ukuthi sinqenqe even agriculture ukuthi awalekelele lawo ma-SMMEs ukuze akwazi ukuthi sithi lower down ama-cost okuproducer inyama ke siproduce ukudla esikuproduce ke sidle ukudla okuproducewa yithina rather than ukuthi siqhubeke nalento yokuconsume more than what we produce. Yilokho babNonkosi bengifisa ukuthi ngilekelele kukho mhlambe kuma-SMMEs ukuthi aweke zama ukuthi mhlambe whatever akwenzayo kuma-district awo ke sisebenze through ama-district ukuthi kwi-district yakho then yazana namanye ama-SMMEs akuleyo mkhakha okuwona then ukuze nikwazi ukuthi nibambisane ke sithi ukula nalento ye-silo mentality ngoba iyona esilimaza kakhulu. Ngiyabonga babNonkosi.
Siyabonga kakhulu Madlokovu, that libalekele lizolishoyo ngoba i-economy happens exactly where uMadlokovu akhuluma khona emakhaya. Ngiyazi ukuthi siqale i-Rural Chamber of Commerce and Industry esithe izoba nama-district champions ngenxa yokuxineka nezinto ey'ningi ezenzayo asikabi ne-focus kuleyo nto nanokuthi some of these things siye sacela ama-members to subscribe and you'd find ukuthi abantu they don't feel very encouraged to subscribe and assist the process, but we'll find other ways because when we're subscribing to assist the process, it means then we're able to have warm bodies and people abazoba full-time and coordinate, but we are still going to work on that ngoba kubalekile njengamanje njengoba kula ne-chaos engaka eSouth Africa yokungabikho kwemisebenzi yokuthi kunama-illegal immigrants akade occupy ispace ama-tuck shops. I've seen a lot of people now be excited. They are reclaiming the tuck shop space as per the laws of the country. But we are going to have a problem here, which eventually someone is not going to plug in properly a good space that is going to be vacant, and that is becoming vacant. We talked about this a few weeks ago, looking at the laws of different countries that, protect the small industries for people at the lower level, entrepreneurship in countries, same as in South Africa. What's going to be important is the response, njoba akhuluma uNtusi, ezosiza ekuthenini wonke umuntu buckle up, understand ukuthi eMkhanya kude district, eZululand district, kwenzakalani ngokwe-economic development and entrepreneurship in that space, because that's what entrepreneurship is about, is to identify opportunities and seize those opportunities, especially value chain. Ngizokhuluma ngayo kancane as we are touching on the conference ezoba khona. Thank you so much Ntusi. Ukhona umunye mhlawumbe ufuna ukusho something, mhlawumbe ufuna ukukhuthaza amanye ama-members? Uzweli Manana ngicela ukunikeza wena mfethu. Zweli, we can
ngiyabingelela ama-members.
Yes,
ngiyabingelela ama-members amandla omnotho. Yes, noma ngijone sekuphakathi kodwa ngifisa ukudlulisa la kumfowethu lo wokuqala lo obefisa indaba zokucharger imoto ukuthi engeke nganothisa mina i-China inama projects amaningi ehlukene ama-charger, khona ngisho ama-mobile charger as imoto, kube khona awe-solar, kube khona awani. I think uma enga-downloada mhlawumbe i-app ebiza nge-alibaba.com, mina ngeke ngayisebenzisa just bengi-order kodwa amaphathi ey'moto uma ngithola ukuthi nginenkinga yamaphathi ukuthi angidurela ngapha eSouth Africa, so ebefika bane-insurance eprotecta ukuthi i-product yakho ifike safe la ukhona. Bese okwesibili ma-members engufisayo ukuthi angazi kungenzeka kanjani mangibuka indaba zama-app asetshenziswa yibona ama-Chinese ukumakhetha ama-product awo. I do wish ukuthi nathi mhlawumbe singamandla omnotho sibe ne-app ezoba yi-wholesale njengoba ama-China enza, because kwenza kube lula ukuthi umkhiqizo asebewenzile uthengiseke kalula. Nathi ngicabanga ukuthi ngawenza kube lula ukuthi umkhiqizo sesiwenzile utholakale kalula uma singazama nje mhlawumbe ukuthi sikopishe lezi ndlela benza ngazo, because ngicabanga ibona nje abahamba phambili ngalento ye-wholesale apps. umkhiqizo waseChina usabalala kalula umhlaba wonke. So ngicabanga nathi singasenza sisho sikheshaphe nalendlela ukuthi sihlanganisele into zo value chain nani zisheshe zilunge. Bese kuthi okwesithathu kunento esenginotisile la eSouth Africa ukuthi amabhizinisi amaningi ngicabanga ukuthi kuzoba lukhuni ukuthi asukume, especially ama-entrepreneurs asukume ngenxa yokuthi startup capital. So ngike ngakhumbula I was young ngaboma 1990 1989, but my father ebekade umakhi, so babezenzela ama-construction companies abo kudala. So kwakune company lapha ephethwe KwaZulu okuthiwa iKwaZulu Finance Corporation. Yayenza kalula kanjani leya lokhungana leya company leya nokuthi kwakubalula nje ukuthi abantu abastarta amabhizinisi bathole i-funding lapha yana, and then abantu abaningi babe nezitolo ngaleyo minyaka leyo ekwavuka abantu abaningi bakhanda ama-supermarket, bakhanda abanye bakhanda ama-filling station, bakhanda zonke izinto. So engikunotisile la esizoba nenkinga yakho nakho ngoba kuvuleleka amathuba manje yokuthi ayikekho ofisa ukuriska ngokuthi afande abantu abane-vision yokuqala phansi, because onke esengiwatholile ama-funders athi afuna umuntu mhlawumbe osona 12 months 24 months ekwibhizinisi, babone ama-bank statement akho ukuthi useqalile ukwenza i-profit noma usebenza kanjani. So ilokho nje ebengifisa ukubeka ukuthi okokuqala ilokho ukuthi those people abafuna ukubona amanye ama-product azo lezi zinto aba-check ku-Alibaba kukhona, angiqondi upromote u-Alibaba. Bese okwesibili ngiyafisa nathi sibe nama-apps azohlangana azohlanganisa sije singamandla omnotho ukuze sikhona umarketha kalula ama-products esinawo la ngaphakathi. Just khande ke iyona i-app ezoba i-wholesale ukuze kube lula ukuthi ilokhona umkhiqizo sinawo umarketheke kalula, because in the business ngicabanga ukuthi into ezivele ibaluleke kakhulu i-marketing yama-products enawo, bese kuba u-finance ukuthi how do no manager kanjani u-finance wenu, then uma ningena finance vela nikwazi ukuya phambili, futhi uma ningakhona umarketha nikwazi ukuya phambili. Ngiyabonga bafowethu.
Siyabonga kakhulu mfethu, very very good information osharela yona, siyabonga. Ngicabanga ukuthi ileyo nto leyo ekuzofanele ama-members ayibheke khona sizokwenza central as amandla omnotho okudinga some bit of investment. We did start with an app some time ago, but I think leyo khuluma ngayo it's very crucial ezohambisana ne-aggregator, but ke sizo-announce at the right time. Bakhona abanye abanama-app nje athile even now who are members that we must really support imisebenzi yabo. There is a lady la ngicabanga ukuthi sengikhohlumani konje ngosiyami lo one-app ekhona manje efana ne-Facebook. Ngicabanga ukuthi ubani Mangidi, ukhona Mangidi la, right? Ayanda, right? Again, we are asking you, please go there. Yeah, so Ayanda uzobe khona kuMandla Omnotho conference. Ngisho ukuthi ubungeza ukuba khona Ayanda usuzoba khona ke manje, we must pay and be there. Right.
I was planning to attend, Nkosi.
Definitely. Yeah. So sure. let's support that app. If I underline as well, we chat box, because we've got someone here who is our member who's done something great, and we need to support that so that she's a scaler that, and hopefully she will be like Ulokuzana, our this Pretoria guy who's now a first trillionaire on earth, Ubani, Elon Musk, you know, in the future. We need that. Those are serious, good, great, and noble ideas. If I say support, nakho lokho ekhuluma ngakho umfowethu sizozama ukuthi sikwenze. Ukhona futhi omunye mhlawumbe wants to say something. Lunga eSwatini, the chairman of Amandla Omnotho. Ngicela usithi fahla ngokuthi kwenzakalana eSwatini. Ngiyazi kukhona noNdlunkulu la, kodwa ngeke ngimveze okwamanje. Angifuna umfaka on the spot. So invite her at the specific time, maybe from the funding perspective, Eswatini, so that azosiza, but she will be part of our speakers at Durban. Ngicala Eswatini chairman wamandla omnotho kune issue ekhona that is to do with turmeric. You know, turmeric, we started running it for the past 3 years, Eswatini, and Emaswati are now producing products out of medicinal herbs. I was very happy to see His Majesty overseas with his team, ministers and them, and now they've come back. They've said something in Eswatini that we've been driving, and the members there, they've affirmed it, put a stamp. Even Minister Chauke, we have spoken to him a lot of times. He's really geared up and giving his support to what we are doing in Eswatini, especially with agriculture. I was very happy. Maybe just share with members, because we are neighbors, we work together. Kunento that I think you need to share with people that has really excited you. Wegnen.
Thank you so much, President. Mbonani nonke amandla omnotho. Indeed, this is a very beautiful time for Africa. President, Nandonke amandla omnotho members, we had a great time with our Prime Minister, Mr. Russell, His Honorable Mr. Russell Dlamini, who launched a very beautiful initiative, Wenda value chaining for turmeric, ginger, and marula. So this is one of the initiatives that the government is finally endorsed. Kutsi ayendeke in Eswatini. It's coming with another company from Indonesia, and the company is willing to invest in this project, Kakulu members, and we are so excited as a Maswati. I believe as the project continues, we'll have even more information to share with the members, how far we are going and what is happening on the ground. But as of now, all the stakeholders are involved, university, for the research part, and the other aspects of the project, they're involved, and the Ministry of Agriculture is also involved. I would say the whole entire governance is involved, Mr. President, and I hope even our Eswatini financiers will come on board to assist Emaswati grow this very beautiful initiative, Mr. President. For me, it's just to say thank you to Eswatini government for seeing this beautiful project through. We've spoken about this, President, from the time Amandla omnotho Eswatini was instituted and launched in 2024. We spoke so deeply and passionately about turmeric, one of the herbs that we want to work around, and we have a launch day and a field day this year with one of our members who was then able to go through with the project. So yes, we will have the ground to train any other members who want to be trained Eswatini, and I hope this is going to be a very great outcome, Mr. President, and the whole team of Amandla omnotho. We will keep you posted.
Thank you so much, Babet Dlamini. Appreciate that feedback there. So at some point, as we normally hold our sessions with the Eswatini one, we will request the financiers on this platform so that they can really address us to the needs of Emaswati when it comes to these programs that we are busy driving. I'm very excited with Eswatini. We are launching our factory, as you know. Members know here, government has responded so well. End of this year, we'll be having our fully functional factory running and producing shoes. The very first factory in Eswatini, big, and as well as the biofuels. And it's known programs already that have been spoken about Eswatini that we brought into Eswatini. And it's encouraging to see what now at this high level, this program is accepted and is given that backing, and our entrepreneurs on the ground are ready. And I do know Dr. Marange here, who I want to give him just a chance as well, because we're not only doing this in Eswatini, we've just we're in and out of Botswana, we're in and out of Namibia, because colleagues, no matter what the challenges are currently in Africa that we face, we have a big African family that must activate the intra-Africa trade. And it's very important that we look beyond the current challenges that are here. You know, I was sitting with the Ghanaians 2 days ago, attending a function here in South Africa, and it was so heartwarming to hear Ghanaians at the highest level and saying, hey, let's not be made to fight over social media issues. But the key thing is we understand that we've got our own problems as Africans. We need our leaders to deal with those issues and not to bury their heads in the sand. I'm not there. I don't want us to talk about that. We've addressed it 3 weeks ago when it comes to political economy. But ngifuna Dr. Marange maybe to share something with us, because I think there's some good news as he is the leader and the spearheader of this. Dr. Marange.
Greetings all, and in the name of African unity, everything will be okay. I know that and I feel it. Anyway, I'm very great about what has happened in Eswatini. I was following it. The chairman has also been communicating, the chairman of Amanga Omnoto, that side, and I'm very happy about the developments. Very good, congratulations. We would like now to introduce through Amanga Omnoto and Global African Herbal Solutions an 100% organic fertilizer that is coming from the BRICS country, Russia, which has been developed by the Russians and also the Germans, and it's 100%. 100% means if you are demonstrating and you drink this liquid fertilizer, you will see that is 100%. And we would like
and
we would very much like to introduce this into the value chain. What does it do? It increases yields by up to 20 to 40% of your turmeric and other herbs. It also fixes your soils. It increases the pH value of your soil so that the nutrients that are in the soil can easily be unlocked, because most soils have become acidic, and so year in, year out, using these synthetic fertilizers, you find that the yields are always going to go down and down. So this one, which has been developed under hard climatic conditions. Russia used to be a net importer of grain, but when they then sat down to develop these two important ones, we are now in touch with. One is called Humic Growth and the other one is called Genesis fertilizers. And those ones we would like them to be available, and would like a president to organize where we can demonstrate what it does. It's amazing, and we have done it in Botswana. The yields that we have been talking about in turmeric, which we said at least 40 tons per hectare, are actually at halfway to some of those that have planted in Botswana. They are now almost 600 grams, which is over the 40 grams per plant that we had projected, just because of this liquid fertilizer, which is also very much drought resistant and also frost resistant. It will make the plant very healthy, because a healthy plant can actually deal with all diseases that can be imagined. So we would like to introduce so that in Eswatini they will have the best yields that can and also that Global African Herbal with their local partners in Eswatini can start to bring the product there and being able to and you see what you would need is, for a hectare you only need 15 liters. That is 3 liters will be used for soil treatment 2 weeks before you plant, and half a liter also will be used to sprout the product before you plant. So that's very good, and you will see how healthy your turmeric will be. Your leaves and your rhizomes, all of them will be very healthy. And transport-wise, normally in synthetic fertilizers, you transport lots and lots of bags that you treat. We have calculated that in maize, for example, you can use, you need about $600 for a hectare. But with this one, which are 15 liters of in 5 liter containers, you can transport it by bicycle, you can transport it by bus. You don't need so much logistics, and it will only be around 250 US dollars compared to 600, and yields will be assured. So it has done wonders. We would like for Amandla Omnoto to organize a demonstration there in Eswatini. We bring the staff, and then you see how it helps. I'm so proud of what is happening in Botswana, in Eswatini, and what has happened in Botswana is amazing to many people on how yields have actually exceeded our expectations. Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, President.
Thank you so much, Dr. Marange. I appreciate that. I think you must prepare to come to the Amandla Omnoto conference, Dr. Marange, next 2 weeks, because these are all the additions to the work that you have been leading, which must augment the output, and then so that people will know clearly even how much we're talking about for this particular fertilizer. Bralunga, on the chat box, please do respond to people who would like your contacts. And now Dr. Marange there as well. Thank you so very much for that. This is very, very important. The whole medicinal herbs stable is what we are going to be pushing, because it's new money. It's something that really is crucial. And I'm happy that many of our members have planted, and we did mention we to plant to propagate seeds, so that this year, at least you've got your own seeds, also was we plant and then start scaling. In market, corner, compliance-wise, you need to comply, but the market is both in South Africa and outside South Africa. But these are all processes that we have to keep guiding people with. How do you really comply and all of those things, so that this Indonesian market, German markets, you name it, Saudi Arabia, UAE, these markets are there, and you need to make sure that you comply to it. Right. Thanks, Dr. Marange. If there's nobody else, can I just go straight through, unless there's someone else who wants to say something? I want us to go straight through to a program, conference yet. I don't see any hand. Right. In the absence of any, I want to quickly take you through a program. But wait, Amandla Omnoto Grand Economic Conference, they are very important. That is our ultimate. Abantu bafuna ukunetworka nathi, bafuna ukunetworka nama speakers that we call here, and then bese behlulwa ukuthatha nje imali encane o750 rand oyiqeda ngonandos about 2 in a week or 2 or a month. I invest kuye. These conferences, they if it were for us and we had a huge sponsorships, we would not even charge nothing. We'll just say come. We charge this because we want to cover basic costs of bringing in the best for you, because you've got to come eat there, and etc. It must be in a comfortable space. And to run this conference, the total budget for it's about 1.8 million rand. The work that goes behind it, Nina, as members, you always get to get the very first information about these conferences. This is not mourning or complaining. It's just to educate others so that you understand value Alama conference. And why are we bringing them to you? What is it that we want you to get out of this? Because the ICC, as you understand, 2 days, no less than 400,000 rand without food, Now you talk food and all of that, you are really talking about 700,000-800,000 rand in just 2 days. That's your ICC. So it takes a lot to put up such conferences. The work that goes on behind it, knocking on the doors, trying to get sponsorship. They don't come nice and easy. Others, they say we can, others we don't. And it's for you. This is the work that the whole team of Amandla Mnotho that meets weekly, meets it to make this conference a success so that you can be empowered. You see, and that is a social entrepreneurship element that we need you to know about, so that Masinbiza, to come to these conferences, spend money, go find ways of sleeping somewhere in Devon. There are cheap places that are 500 rand a night or 600 rand a night. Go there, book, be part of this. You get out of these conferences, you are never the same, because our conferences are not just talk shops, but they are practical. How are they practical? Let me come back to that before we close. We obviously are going to have Babu Tula Sizwe, who is the Prime Minister of the Zulu Nation, as well as the COGTA MEC, that will open the conference for us, together with Umama Unomalungelo Gina, who is the Deputy Minister of Science and Technology. She will be bringing a team that many people would like to interact with, the team that does assist with some funding mechanisms for people who want to get into the goats industry. There's a lot of work Umpendulo is doing, and myself and others in the goat space, together with Agricultural Research Council across South Africa. We at Amandla Mnotho are the leaders of goats commercialization in South Africa. I can say that without fear of contradiction or a doubt. Typically, Umpendulo and a few others are already selling goat meat into shops, into restaurants, because of the work we started 7 years or so ago. So there's a lot of things that are going to be happening on the goat industry part, which I thought, let me share this with you so I can understand what are we really trying to bring across here. And we've got, again, Dr. Pali Lekgutla. I mean, this is a statesman of our own who is an amazing man. I was with him yesterday and we were talking about what he's going to be bringing to the Amandla Mnotho as it comes to become one of our speakers. You know, Uguti, he is agitating and advisor and is pushing for South Africa to re-industrialize and get back on its feet. We've got a program at Hambisana Noguti. How do we capacitate indawo that have long time ago been left abandoned? Ekundastra, Itala areas, Zago Mandeni, Eastern Cape, etc. In terms of this Ruranomics as a theme for this conference, it's Ruranomics 1. Next year we'll have Ruranomics 2. We'll be tracking some progress as to how far have we come. So we are definitely going to have the Dr. Pali Lekgutla, the DTIC, the Miss Gina, and Professor Spamandla Zondi, and all those people treating that subject, finding ways of making sure, how do you bring ourselves back again? You may have seen the video clip that I've shared in the groups. It's there on my WhatsApp status, where I was having a meeting with him yesterday. We had a very deep, rich meeting, 2-hour session, talking about what needs to be done in South Africa, as well as during this particular conference. So you can't miss those types of speakers, including Minister of Lands, Mr. Nyoso. He really has assured me that he wants to come to the conference. You may not see his picture or head there, because together with the Honorable Member of Parliament, Mnyambos, Mr. Mthethwa, who is our member way before he became the Member of Parliament, just like you had some members of Parliament who are here even as we are speaking, who've been members of Amandla Mnotho before they got into politics and into Parliament. And we are appreciative of the fact that they are coming to say, we want to give you that information, that insider information into our parliamentary processes as to what needs to be done. He will be bringing some of the lens, because as much as black people still need land in South Africa, but there's a lot of land lying unused in rural areas, including some land that has been given to some of the entities in South Africa. So he will be giving that list. And then we obviously are going to be having, AMA speakers like Mike Wemak and Bin. You can't miss the new venture of AMA restaurants that will be launched by Umak. And I don't want to because these are groundbreaking ventures we're bringing. You can't miss the ventures that will be launched by Usmonelo Mbata. Usmonelo Mbata, for your own information, since starting and working with him, he has assisted Abantaba over 200 to own filling stations. Can you imagine? Through his entity called PetroConnect. Now he's launching the new entity where people will start owning a garage in rural areas, his own new brand. You can't miss that. Now, you can't miss Utobekile Ndlovu. She is a dynamic speaker who's our member here as well. Also, Bezo Kuluma, a presenter about our strategy of developing rural towns alongside the NEF, the DTIC, through the policy of the government. So Uzobe launcher what we already have built. We've got a beautiful estate overlooking the sea, and believe you me, we are not talking here, we are action oriented, and many of you are now owning some of those estates, including myself. I'm building my house there. Ngoba we cannot siloku silandelana nabanye abantu abawakha ama-estate ey'ndaweni zethu nakoThekwini and everywhere else thina singawakhi. So nizobe nibona into yomhlaba lapho when we are talking economic development in practice. And then obviously we are going to have uLokhuzana, Mr. Mahlaba. AI, njengoba nibona kade kulonjwa this initial public offering by Mr. Musk, Elon. It's all centered around, of course, satellite technology, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, because we're now living in that world. You cannot miss Mr. Mahlaba, who is a key figure at Microsoft and who's driving AI across South Africa. To make you understand, because if you are not adaptable and to a technology, with technological world, you are going to miss out a lot. We're bringing you this because it is the driver of economies. And obviously we have got Lokhuzana, Professor Ishad from MIT, who is our partner. And he has met, by the way, to Emma Swart, he has met His Majesty in New York alongside the United Nations meetings. He went and met and he presented our project where we are signing a TPP with Eswatini regarding biofuels and jet fuels. We are far advanced with that process. I met the CEO of Sasol. We've had beautiful discussions. We've signed MOUs. Why? Because we are pushing Wuti kunomthetho musha la in South Africa, as you'd know, Wuti there must be blending of a fuel that comes from underground to the biofuels at a certain percentage, including the imported fuels as well as petrol and all of that. So you'll be talking about all of those things, and that includes agriculture. That's Moringa, right? Which is 40,000 hectares of feedstock and other inputs and feedstocks, which are very necessary towards the bio economy. So obviously we have got our own Ndlunkulu, who is the MD of Eswatini Bank, who's going to be our speaker there as well. And she will feature very strongly from her perspective in terms of everything that has to do with economic development, both in Eswatini and South Africa. And she's our guest of honor even during our gala dinner, where we'll be giving her a chance to speak And again, this makes it even more interesting for you, Emaswati, to make sure that you come, because you always come to these conferences that at least we've got a speaker who is both your own as well as our own this side. But I don't want to talk much about her, because I'm still going to have to invite her at some point with her permission to address us. But you will see her during the conference. And who is playing more than just a role of being an MD in Eswatini, but to us, she's very dear as our Ndlunkulu. And then we have got Uban Gonjomonye. Of course, you'll see the heads there. One of that is Palisa Kwichana. She will be emceeing our evening session, and a few other speakers that are not here, because kuzobe kukhona panels where we'll be discussing things, and kuzobe kukhona the funding. Kuzobe discusswa even Unyamega Mandoda, Miss Nyamega, and others from NEF and others from iLokozana, Treasury, who will be discussing about entrepreneurship funding layer corner, but that's 100 billion or so that has been launched by Minister Pax Dow. They will be coming, they will be sitting there. Itala Bank will be there, NEF, SETFA, everybody will be there. You want to meet those people so that Lama questions and any on the side, how do I get funding? You will see them live and they will be able to assist you, and then we'll take you by hand and say, talk to this one. How do you put documentation for your business to be funded? So I thought I should share this with you, colleagues, so that Nizoba encouraged and come to the conference, because in the evening of Friday, the 26th, we are going to have a separate session. Lapo, only 200 people are going to be there. With how much is a person, will be celebrating excellence, celebrating entrepreneurs who have done very well. You will meet some of our most amazing entrepreneurs. I know what they've just done well, but they are presenting opportunities. One of them, one of them will be talking about venture yake useqale something similar to Nando's and Petros. I'm not going to say its name now because I'm ni surprised that day, where usebenzisa 10,000 chickens every month, and by the end of this year, beginning of next year, I'm sure you'll be using 100,000 chickens every month. So yabona ukuthi abantu abafuna ukungena kwi-broiler space, because we'll be developing the value chain along those particular things. And ngoba nidla nje inkukhu la ko KFC nakona wonke ama-outlets, kunama-vegetables, kunenyama, ivela aphi leyo nyama. We need to lock that economy. So that's what we shall be bringing for you, and many more other things that I maybe don't have time to talk about here. So we wanted to encourage you, please do come. This is your conference. And Amandla Mnoto, the Grand Economic Conference, they are a World Cup that you cannot miss. You need to come to this conference and interact directly with all of us so that Nizo Kula. Any question, any comments before we close? It's 6 o'clock. Mapos, okay. Thank you. If there is no other questions, let me see by thumbs up. Thank you. Appreciate it. Tanaswa, let's talk after this. I do want you to come from Zimbabwe. You must attend this conference, right? Yeah. Thank you so very much, colleagues. Truly appreciate it.
Thank you, Babu
Yes,
Kaba.
bye.
We're from Eswatini. We appreciate everything.
Thank you so very much. Siyabonga kakhulu. All of you have a good day, and please be on the lookout on our WhatsApp and everywhere else, because we are most likely going to have to invite the SITA CEOs, maybe 2 or 3 of them this week, as we did last week. God bless you. Have a good day. Good evening.